Hey, greetings everyone, and welcome to an introduction to the Top Podcast Mastery Program. My name is Rajiv Mulumba. I'm the producer and host of Plan B Success podcast. Please go ahead and check it out. You may be someone who aspires to become a podcaster and start your very own podcast, just like myself from several months ago. And I spent a lot of time researching everything there is about podcasting before I launched, which was several months of research and effort. So you might want to partner with someone with experience to help you create, launch, promote, and grow your podcast so that you can take all that experience from months and create a shortcut for yourself. Or you're probably a podcaster who already has a great podcast and you want to see explosive growth with your listenership and also in terms of monetizing your podcast and creating immense brand value for yourself and your business. You want strategies to create mind grabbing content each time and every time because that's what keeps listeners hooked in. You want to interview the best of the breed out there and create value for your listeners. You want to be consistently top ranked in all the podcasting platforms that are out there, growing your listeners by thousands each and every month. You want to be on the charts of Apple Podcast and other platforms that are out there so that you are visible to organic listener increase. Every time new people are looking at what podcast to listen to, you're out there showing up on those top charts. If you want to learn all the secrets that are to creating and maintaining a top ranked podcast and monetizing it on the way directly and indirectly, this is the program for you. Top Podcast Mastery Program is tailor-made in order to answer all your questions and to help you launch a top-of-the-breed, explosive podcast. This program is a deep dive program that takes you through everything that you need to know in order to launch your podcast and grow it. It's already helped about 171 podcasters out there create, launch, grow their podcast while also helping them monetize it. What do you get with this program? You get the deep dive, step-by-step webinar training. It's all in videos. It'll walk you through everything that is there to know about podcasting, both on the creative side of things in terms of how do you create your cover art, what kind of a name do you pick, what niche do you go into in order to podcast about, how do you create brand value for yourself, how do you create inspiring content time on the tactical and the technical end, what kind of hardware to use, what kind of software to use, what do you use for recording, editing, and hosting your solutions as well as uploading your episodes, what kind of technologies do you use for remote interviews, so on and so forth. Also, how do you promote? What kind of technologies to use to promote and how do you monetize? At the same time, you have ebooks and worksheets, the two that you see out there, the podcast checklist, and all you need to know about podcasting in order to create and grow a successful podcast for under $250 per year. You get both those ebooks, and it's full of checklists and worksheets in order to take you through the journey of creating and launching your podcast. You also get a 30-minute one-on-one strategy session with me directly where we can get together and ideate and figure out what your podcast should be about, how do you launch it, and any questions that you have. If you're someone who already has a podcast, whatever challenges that you're facing, whether it's monetizing it or whether it's growing it, we can tackle those together and I'll have tips and tricks for you in order to use during that one-on-one session. You'll also receive a special invite to a private Facebook group where you shall exchange value with like-minded podcasters like yourself. It's full of like-minded podcasters like yourself, and you will be working with them in order to exchange value nuggets so all of us can grow our podcasts together. So the value of this program is immeasurable. Again, my name is Rajiv Mulumba. I'm the producer and host of Plan B Success podcast. And here's a little bit of information about me. I have helped several hundred entrepreneurs on their journey of creating profitable businesses, personal influence, as well as brand influence for their businesses. And why is this training important for you? Because I have been there and done it with Plan B Success, and I'm here to share all of my secrets, tips, tricks, tools, and strategies with you directly. I'll help you identify your niche, teach you everything there is to learn about feeds and hosting solutions, software and hardware to use along your journey, not just for producing, but also for promoting your podcast and attracting the listeners that you seek. You'll also learn about podcasting platforms, how to upload to them, how to maintain them, promote your podcast, and how to monetize your podcast directly as well as indirectly. I've helped other people do it, and I'm here to help you do it with the same method that I use. This is an easy system for boosting your chances of grabbing pristine, exotic, and handsome podcasting real estate. There's a lot of energy and there's a lot of potential with podcasting today, and there's still a lot of green territory to be covered. So this is the right time to get into this in order to make sure that you make your mark. So see you in the program, and let's get you happily podcasting.